All right, so this is a brand new channel. Anybody that doesn't know me, my name is Parker Yo. I run a six-figure marketing agency in Chicagoland, and I really wish I would have picked up the camera and done the behind the scenes a lot sooner. The goal of this entire series and entire channel is to just document what we're doing and share my perspective of what it's like to run a business, what it's like in the marketing space, and honestly, what it's like to just really be a business owner. And so I want to inspire other people that are either business owners or thinking about running their own business, or anyone that is just wanting to be improving themselves. I really care a lot about that. So a little backstory, I picked up a camera when I was like 12 years old, and I just fell in love with creating content. I fell in love with bringing people together for a common goal. And I started like a YouTube channel when I was really young. And I had a bunch of friends in the neighborhood that we made just a bunch of videos, and I just fell in love with it. And it wasn't so much like the right lens I made, it wasn't so much the equipment or the gear. It was really just the people, bringing people together for like a common goal. And ended up making a bunch of YouTube videos. Had one video almost do like 1 million views, and I was like 13 years old, which was super cool. And just had fun with it. And all through high school, I was very into sports. And so I dove heavily into just like filming my training, hopefully eventually being a college basketball player. Like that was one of my goals, and just documented all of it, and ended up going to college, got to play a little bit of college basketball. I sat at the bench, so I wasn't good enough to really play, but I get there, so it was pretty cool. I don't think a lot of colleges are looking for like a 5'11" shooter. So yeah, but anyway, so I ended up dropping out of college and started just working. I started working at Lifetime and just worked my way up to middle management. During this whole time, my mom, she got really sick, and she ended up passing away about 1.5 years later. And that took a huge toll on me, but I always remember her telling me that you have to have that self-belief, and like she was always really encouraging when I would make those videos back in high school. And she always inspired me to create. She was very encouraging. I don't know if she maybe inspired me isn't the right word, because I really had that desire myself. I didn't really do it for her, but she was just a huge encouragement in my life. And she really believed in like what I was doing. And she believed in it more than I did at the time. And she was like, I think you could go far with this. And I was like, yeah, I was in high school. I was really focused more on sports, but I was like, I love picking up a camera, but I don't think I could ever make a living off of it. And fast forward to now, she's in a better place, and it's cool to know that she's probably looking down and very proud of what we've done and what I've been able to accomplish. And it's just been a whirlwind. I moved in with my girlfriend. I have an apartment with my girlfriend, the love of my life, and we're really happy. And she's also in the business too. So it's been really fun to do life together. She has been like my rock. She has been like the greatest joy I could ever explain. Anybody that has like their person knows that feeling. And so it's been really fun. Like a lot of change has happened in my life. Anybody that has like maybe followed me from Instagram, from high school, college, there's been a lot of change in my life, and I decided to go all in on my marketing company last year. And it's been a big risk, but it's also just been a great reward. And I just chose to believe in myself and believe in the vision I had. And it's been really cool because now we're putting a team together. And so all that to say, just give a little bit of context, I'm really just wanting to document the process of where we're currently at and where we're going to continue to go. I have a lot of plans for Yo Media. I have a lot of plans for our company moving forward. And I just want to pick up the camera and document it and share my perspective, share my thoughts on what's happening, and also just showcase our team. And if there's any business owners that are watching this too, and you're in the Chicagoland area or even in the Midwest or beyond, and you really want to dial in your marketing and you want to, get leads from content, then that's something we specialize in. So definitely feel free to drop a comment, email me, DM me from Instagram, or shoot me a call. Just whatever. I don't know if I'll put my phone number in the YouTube video that 100 people watch, but regardless, feel free to reach out to me. I'm always love to connect with other business owners. But really the goal is super simple. It's just to capture and document what we're doing so that I can look back on it a couple years down the road and just see how far we've come. And if we'd end up building a following from this YouTube channel, great, but that's not really my goal. I just wanna be able to share my perspective on a few people that are maybe watching this video and hopefully inspire anybody else that is maybe wanting to start their own business, maybe wanting to get into marketing. I do not have all the answers. I am still learning. I have so much to learn. And anybody in the game that pretends like they know exactly what they're doing is just lying to you. Everyone is learning, everyone is growing. And so I am too. There's things I have learned and there's things I have improved on, and it has worked in my business and worked with other business owners that we partner with, but there's still so much to learn. And so that's what I want to document. I want to document everything in a very raw, authentic way and just pick up the camera as we go. And I want to be posting every single day. So the goal is to be posting every day for 30 days. And it's just basically our way of showcasing what we're doing and everyone watching to be able to follow along. So if that's something of interest to you and you want to tag along, we're gonna be posting every day. And so feel free to stick around and see, how far we go in the next 30 days. I really wish I would have documented everything like this a year ago, because I literally had $200 in my bank account and I was cold outreach, warm outreach, anything under the sun, walking the strip of the town of small businesses that would want a free promotional video. Everything that you can think of from a outreach standpoint, I was doing, and ended up getting one client from a mutual friend of mine, and then I got another client from my past job, and it's just been really cool to see how far that has taken us, and we've learned a lot since. So I really wish I would have documented then. I have a little bit of some clips here and there, but I haven't done the long form in a long time. I used to do long form back in high school, and I miss doing it. And so I just decided, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna put the extra time in to, produce this. It's not gonna be, ultra crazy editing production, but it's just gonna be where you get to connect with me and our team and just see the process of what we're doing. So stick around, this is day one, and I'm super excited to share our journey with you. All right, so I wanna give you guys a quick intro to what we're doing right now. So this is day one. We're in the little office space here. And this right here, this is a very important man to the crew.
It's been great. We've been building a lot with a lot of little independent businesses, all people who are just trying to help the people around them, and that is just the coolest thing ever.
Today, around noon, with a potential client as well. So there's a lot going on. It's kind of chaotic, but it's fun, and it's fine. Finally, a day where we don't have 4 shoots on a Monday. So we can actually at 6 o'clock in the morning like last week. So we're excited. And then we're gonna get into it. So we're just gonna jump into the work. AP has been so helpful for the growth of the business, because I was trying to figure all this stuff out by myself. This is a huge reason why bringing on a team and working with people that are highly skilled in areas that I'm not highly skilled in is gonna be a huge reason why we grow and we continue to improve and just continue to grow the company. Stuff like this, what AP is doing right now, this dude is a wizard. He is setting up, talk to me about it, setting up a custom pixel.
Yeah, so we have the pixel already, so we got to set up, I'm gonna try to optimize for a different objective. Instead of registering complete registration, I'm gonna go and do it just leads. So I'm changing the button that we're tracking. I'm gonna go track button. So it gives me all the buttons that are on here.
You can literally pick a button.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and say track that. Every time someone clicks that, we're gonna track that as a lead. I can set a currency if I want to, but we're not gonna do that. And then cool, that's my lead button right there.
Where there weren't as much. So the thing we're running into with Antonio specifically the thing we're running into with Antonio specifically is we got him 15 leads in the first week and a half, but once they got in he has an app. He's basically has an app where he walks people through group training, or then he has a coaching offer where it's one-on-one training, hybrid training. So he's got a whole coaching system for online training. And basically we were just optimizing for people to sign up and create an account. But he reached out to him with a custom voice message plus emails that he's also set up. And he didn't really get very many responses. He had 2 people that were actually booked and did group training. So his actual profit margins from ads are almost split even, because we spent 100 and 300. Yeah, 300, and they basically are comes out to the same amount because his group coaching is around the same. So we haven't really profited yet with him. So we want to get to the next step where they actually engage, and then he can talk to them and then eventually upsell them and help them with whatever their goals are. So that's kind of that's the big goal right now. It's what we're trying to do. And he's fully bought into everything we're doing. So it's he's such a great client, but we want to start getting him results quicker. So that way his money is actually being spent, in he knows what he's putting in. He knows he's putting in $1, he's getting, $3, $4 back. And then we continue to scale that from there. All right, everyone say what's up to Sadie.
Hi.
We are about to head out now. AP's got his computer. He told me that the Yo Media without the tuck in is a little better look today, so I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with whatever the wife says, right? All right, so we just wrapped up our meeting with our client. They just signed the agreement. They decided to do a pay in full for 6 months, which is a big deal for us because we've always had month-to-month contracts or 3-month contracts. And I just offered her, I was like, hey, if you want to save $1,000, we can do a pay in full. So we're pretty fired up.
Yeah, that's
gives us
huge.
a lot of buffer, capital-wise, to just continue to invest in our business and just get our talent paid and just grow the business. I'm trying not to be excited about it because just want to make this a normal thing, but I'm very excited about it. It's a crazy investment, biggest pay in full I've ever had, biggest pay in full we've ever had as a business by far. So it's a pretty cool milestone. It's crazy. We decided to start the YouTube series today, and we already have a pay in full. So we're really excited to grow the business and continue to get this thing going. So it's crazy. Go for a 3 for 3, a little 3 bomb today. That would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
That would be.
If we go 3 for 3 today, we're
shots
all
at the
going
house.
back. Yeah, we're all going back to my apartment and we're taking shots.
That's the incentive right now. Not more pay. No. Shots at APs.
Shots at APs.
What's really cool is so obviously we haven't really documented a lot the first year. I spent the entire first year, really almost a year to this day, is when decided to go all in. The girl behind the camera is my incredible girlfriend who has supported me the entire way. So I owe all of the success of our business to her because she's really been the backbone of what I've been able to start in the foundation. Now that we're bringing the team, it's not just about what I'm doing, it's about what we're doing. And so I decided to go all in. I had really nothing. I had $200 in my bank account, and I just told Sadie, I was I'm gonna go all in and just start this. And I had really no idea what I was doing. I knew how to make videos. I was doing freelancing, but I didn't really know how to run a marketing company. And I just decided to not worry about not understanding it, but just learning it as I go. And I had one of our first clients was Antonio Davis, a bully athlete, and he saw the value in video marketing, and he's like, well, let's work something out. And he has been our client ever since, and he was our first client, and it's just super cool to see now where we're at, helping him grow. We're running ads for him. He's starting to see some results, and it's just it's really cool to see how far we've come. Today's a huge milestone, like I said before, having it pay in full for 6 months. I'm not gonna say the investment amount, but it's a very sizable investment, and it's just cool to see how far you can go, because I was always somebody that doubted myself from a intellectual standpoint. I was homeschooled most of my life, and so I've always been someone, I'm really good with people, I make people feel good. I was an athlete, but from an intellectual standpoint and being able to believe myself that I can be successful and make money has always been something in the back of my head. I know I can do it, but it's about actually having the proof. And so just building more and more proof. Today's a good example, and bringing the team on together, and like all of us doing this together is like just the biggest joy for me. And yeah, we're literally just starting. It's only end of March, and we didn't start getting busy last year, and I didn't know anything last year. We didn't start getting busy till like July. We're just building a really cool foundation, and I just love that like we have a team to do it. Like I can't emphasize that enough. Like this guy back here, AP, is like a genius, and like I wanted to hire somebody that was so dialed in and so smart, but also someone that like is way like my strengths are not his strengths. And I needed someone that has strengths that I don't have. And also I needed someone that is just as dialed in, as like hungry as I am, because that was super important. Like AP will be doing work when I don't even tell him. He's literally like on a Sunday night, he's like, oh yeah, I already got the ad account set up. I'm like, dude, I didn't ask you to do that till like tomorrow. Like you don't have to. He's like, no, I want to. And building a culture of people that like want to, like they're hungry and they want to be a part of something and be a part of a common goal, and like someone that matches the desire that I have is like super cool. See how it performs. I'll be looking at all that for you, and just check on the DMs, and if you see anything come through, obviously you can follow up that way. But yeah. All right, AP, what's the word?
Well, we got Antonio's ads up, new ads. We got the ad account for Pain Pirates, our new client, set up. So he's going to be coming by in a little bit, and he's going to be helping us get access to his personal Facebook page and putting. I
think Friday we're having Giuseppe, who's the owner of Pain Pirates. He's going to come by.
Oh yeah.
Friday he's coming by, and we're going to get all that set up. We need to delegate some more footage. We have to finish the edits for his ads.
Yeah.
And then that's the plan.
2 meetings on the calendar today.
And then we're preparing for our next meeting is with a clothing brand. They,
It's like automotive
clothing. So we'll see. He's on ads, and then we have a meeting after that. So we got like 2 more meetings, 2 more really important meetings, and we're just kind of prepping for that. Nice weather. We'll probably take the calls inside, but just wanted to get some it's like perfect out right now. That's dope, man. Well, tell us a little more. I mean, I know Chubbs probably has more info, but tell us a little more about like what you do. What are your goals? Like, I'd love to hear everything. All right, so we have our last call of the evening at 6:30. First or second call wasn't really qualified, and it just didn't seem like a good fit. So we just decided to like part ways. We probably could have made something happen, but we would have had to like discount, and I'm just like not gonna do that. So I think I see that as more of a success because we just decided to part ways. So this next call is going to be a good one. He's a service-based business, landscaper, hardscaper, and I think we could definitely work something out with him. So we're just going to see where his head's at. He's already looking to hire like a freelancer, so we want to like show him like what working with a whole team that has a strategy is a lot more beneficial and actually more cost-effective too. So that's what we're doing next. We're just gonna go back inside because our computers are about to die, so we need a charger. And 5 million views that are across the country. You want local people that are loyal to your page, that are probably gonna book with you if they see you enough times on the platforms, and then you start running ads after that, then you're gonna get that done like no problem. So if he can understand that, which I think he did, and we set up a really nice like presentation for him where it's like, okay, this is a no-brainer. Like you're gonna save $2,000 by paying in full, and you're gonna spend less time trying to train somebody, marketing guy, for 48 hours a week. It makes no sense.
Dude, he messed up on like that.
Because that's where we're like, dude, you're spending, you should have not said 40 hours a week. Because I have the leverage, like you said 40 hours a week. Even if you don't, you say 15 hours a week, you're not going to get a product. You're going to get choppy footage. I don't know how that talented that person would be, but I'm just saying you're not going to get like a system. And he said he wanted to discuss, so it just makes sense. So I'm really happy with how that went. That was like a really good call. Like that makes me excited to talk about that with him tomorrow. So. All right, so it has been a pretty crazy packed day. It might not have looked like it from watching the video, but we had like 6 meetings, and then we had a couple meetings internally with like our team too, just strategizing about everything. We had like 8 calls today in total. And for us, that's a lot of volume. I want to make that like a normal thing. And starting Monday off with structure, with booked calls, and overall just like focusing more on like the back end of things has helped me a lot, because the last like month has been Monday, we just schedule 2 to 3 shoots in the day, and I just feel like I'm already behind on the rest of our client work, the rest of the things that we need to get done. So I want to stop taking Mondays as shoot days, and I want to just more focus on like what we have the rest of the week, because that'll help us a lot. So I feel like really good about where we're at. Obviously, you've already seen that we have potential pay in full client for the next 6 months. We have another client from our last call about an hour ago that is going to do a seasonal pay in full, most likely. We still have to put together a proposal for him, but he seemed really excited about what we had to offer. And yeah, so this slowly is kind of coming together, and I really see how we're going to dial in our back end and our sales process moving forward, because I feel like that was lacking in our business, because a lot of when we first started and I went all in, a lot of it was off of referrals, so there was not a lot of sales needed. It was mainly people that have worked with me before, and we're like, hey, he's done a great job, and kind of turned it into a business. So now it's like, all right, we got to refine all these things moving forward. And yeah, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go work out real quick. I need like a 45-minute quick workout, because now I have to get back to putting together this proposal for our call tomorrow. And then I have another meeting tomorrow, like an hour away, with another potential client. So things are just moving really fast this week, and I thought this week was a perfect week to just jump in and start the series. So yeah, I'm gonna document a little bit of my workout, and then I'll update you in a little bit.